What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be building the squad that I would be running if I do end up playing in King of the Court today. Now, am I going to play? I don't know, right? Life, to me, it changes by the minute, okay? So, I don't know at the time I'm recording this if I'm going to play in King of the Court or not. I really am a game time decision. But if I do end up playing, this is the squad that I am going to go out there and run. Now, I got to be honest, right? I'm a believer that saving MT is somewhat important right now, especially at the big man position, right? I feel like as far as centers are concerned and stuff, the price of them are only going to go down, especially with seeing out of position this week. So that's just something that for me, as far as like the centers, like even if there is a really good center, I do not want to spend up right now. Start off at the point guard position, Denny Avdia. This guy in Denny is ridiculous. And honestly, at the time I'm recording this video, I have not done my gameplay yet. I've not done anything. The only thing I've done is played against Denny, and I'm here to tell you Denny's the real deal, right? I've played against the card. I know what he can bring to the table, what the card gets into, and trust you when I tell you Denny is he's the real deal. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Denny is the real deal. One of your better point guards in the game. From his movement to his jump shot to everything the card does, I'm telling you, Denny is ridiculous on this game and is my, it would be my starting point guard if I do play in King of the Court. At the 2, I'm running Kawhi Leonard. Now, you're probably looking at this and thinking, okay, Ty, this is cool and all, but where is the offense coming from? And I'll get to that in a second, but here's the deal with Kawhi Leonard. As time goes on, I've realized Kawhi's leaner going to the right is super smooth, easy to time, easy to green. His defense is off the charts good. His ability to dunk the ball is fantastic as well. And so, is Kawhi perfect offensively? No, I'm not going to sit here and act like Kawhi is, because he is not perfect offensively. However, defensively, the card's a stud. And I just think as far as an overall card, Kawhi gives you a ton. You're never going to miss shots with him. He's a guy you can trust on the floor. And for me, Kawhi takes the cake right now at that shooting guard position, especially defensively, right? You're going to be up against, maybe like a Jabari Smith Jr. That's why it's important to have Denny on the floor, right? Kawhi at the 2 can guard ball. Denny can guard a guy like that Jabari Smith Jr. Now at the small forward position, here's where things get crazy, right? We're not plugging in another Kawhi, plugging in Dark Matter Michael Beasley. I still to this day miss way more with Dark Matter Michael Beasley than I should. I don't know why, but since I switched from the Pink Diamond to the Dark Matter, I've just been missing with Michael Beasley. Now, I'm a believer as time goes on, I'll start figuring out the release and I'll be fine. But right now, I'm not really fine. I miss way too many shots with Michael Beasley. But at the end of the day, he's got Pro 2. At the end of the day, he can go and get me a bucket if I need one. And so at the end of the day, I at least got to respect what Michael Beasley can bring to the table. Even if right now, I'm not personally that good with Michael Beasley, which I'm not, right? And I'm willing to admit that to you guys. I've got to get way better with Michael Beasley, but he is still one of the best offensive small forwards in the game, and you've got to respect it. At the power forward position, Dark Matter Dikembe Mutombo. I was fortunate enough last week to pull him out of my pack opening, and guess what? Dikembe is here to stay. I mean, the card is ridiculously good. If you're not liking Dikembe, I don't know what to tell you. From his defense to his jump shot to his 7'2 frame, there really is no flaws in Dikembe Mutombo. One of the best power forwards in the entire game. Probably one of my favorite cards that I have honestly used thus far at that power forward position. If you're not liking Dikembe, again, I don't want to continuously say this, but it's not Dikembe's fault if you don't like him. It's just simply not. Dikembe does what he needs to do on the floor. Gonna play defense, has a great frame. The card is just an overall stud at that power forward position. Next to the center position, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do not like Victor Wembanyama that much on this game anymore. I feel like as time goes on, we've just gotten better and better big men, better and better centers. However, I am willing to admit that Wemby is still useful in this game, right? He still is very useful, especially offensively. 7'4", he can shoot over people. Defensively, he can play lanes. And guess what? If you're up against a guy like Yao Ming, Zach Edey, Wemby can at least go out there and compete. Now we're going to head to our bench unit, right? Starters look really obviously solid. Headline in the bench position is out of position, Draymond Green. Now, why Draymond, right? Let's talk about it. Here's the thing with Draymond. I got him out of a free pack, okay? And that means he is going to be unsellable. So the Draymond I got, I can't sell. But as I've used Draymond for the last day or so, I've actually really liked the card, and it's kind of weird to say because I wasn't really I was expecting to like Draymond, but I wasn't expecting to like him as much as I do like him. And so that's the thing for me right now with Draymond Green. I think the card's an absolute stud, an absolute beast, defensively especially. Offensively, still not going to be great, still not going to be ideal. Defensively is a beast, defensively is a stud, and guess what? Offensively, he does enough. He's going to green shots. He's going to play, obviously great defense, but has a normal leaner, so going right can at least green some shots, leaner-wise. I love Draymond Green. But again, it all really starts defensively. Offensively, I'm not going to try to sit up here and make the case that he is great because he's just not. Starts and ends defensively with Draymond Green. Card is an absolute stud, an absolute beast on that side of the ball. At the shooting guard position, we are going to plug in Amen Thompson. Now, for Amen Thompson here, here's what you are looking at. A shooting guard with Pro 2. Now, yes, I get it. A lot of people are going to tell me, well, Ty, the upper on Pro 2 is broken. You know what, guys? You're right. The upper on Pro 2 is indeed broken. But it's not enough for me to not love Amen Thompson. It still is, it's fine. You still can green shots with it. And guess what? His catch and shoot release is fine. Has the Francis size up, which obviously helps the card a ton on that offensive side of the ball. And so when I am looking at things, I really like Amen Thompson. I really like what the card does. I really like what the card can get into. And for me, it's not really a debate. Amen Thompson is an absolute stud. And again, if you want to run a guy like Jabari Smith Jr., I think Jabari is nearly as good as Amen Thompson. I just personally think that Amen Thompson is slightly better and deserving to be in this squad. At the bench 3, we are plugging in the Dark Matter Josh Smith. A card I've been uber impressed with ever since I got him. And I know people are like, Ty, just pick up Dark Matter LeBron James at this point. To be honest with you, I could, but I think Josh Smith is just as good, if not better, than a guy like LeBron James. And so that's where I'm coming from, where I'm just like, at this stage, look, I know that a lot of people are like, Ty, just go get Bron, especially since the new Bron came out. The other Brons have gotten cheaper. I get that. I know that. But I'm telling y'all right now, I love Josh Smith. I've had a lot of success with him. He green shots. He has Pro 2. Offensively, gives me a ton. Defensively, competes. I love what the card gets into. At my backup power forward position, we're plugging in the 100 overall Tim Duncan. And something you're going to notice in my bench and why I like running Draymond Green with it is my bench has plenty of scoring. Right? The scoring is not going to be an issue with my bench unit. From, a guy even like Tim Duncan, guess what, can create his own shot occasionally. Josh Smith can. Amen Thompson can. Every guy on my bench can somewhat create their own shot. And so that's where I'm at with this. And it's like, I don't need to run, a point guard that can create his own shot. It's why Draymond Green is so valuable with this specific squad is he can go out there and compete, and I don't have to do anything special with him, right? Men can handle the ball primarily, and Draymond can be just fine. At my bench center, I know people are going to get mad. I'm plugging in Joel Embiid. Now, why are people going to get mad? People in the comments are going to be like, Ty, where is Donovan Clingan? I hear you guys. I love Donovan Clingan on this game. I think Donovan Clingan is an absolute stud, an absolute beast. The thing for me is Donovan Clingan, is he expensive, as far as what you got to exchange? He's not crazy expensive, but my logic keeps going back to, would I rather have 4 extra legend badges or Donovan Clingan? And I keep coming back to the fact that I think I would rather have those extra legend badges. And so that's where I'm at with things right now is it's like, I know Donovan Clingan's extremely good and probably is better than Joel Embiid. But guess what? My Joel Embiid's fully badged. He is free. I got an unsellable Joel Embiid. And so I might as well use him. And if you look at my squad, my Draymond's unsellable. My Tim Duncan is unsellable. My Joel Embiid is unsellable. And so a lot of the guys that I have are going to end up being unsellable. And that's what I would honestly recommend a lot of you guys to try to do is if you can run some of your unsellable cards, because it's going to allow you to spend more in the areas you do need to spend more. Guess what? At the end of the day, in King of the Court, you don't have to play your bench unit a ton anyways. You can play your starters the majority of the game. And so that's probably what I would do, because my bench unit doesn't even compare to my starters. Honestly, if you're comparing the two, my starters are light years ahead of my bench unit. So if I were to play in the King of the Court today, my starters would play the majority of the game, especially Denny, Dikembe, and Wemby. Like, as far as, you know, a guy, let's say, like Amen Thompson, Josh Smith, Michael Beasley, a lot of those guys could somewhat be interchangeable, but a lot of those starters, especially the front court, are going to have to play the majority of the game. That's really going to wrap it up for our video. Am I going to play in King of the Court? Again, it's to be determined. If I do, click the link down below in the description. I will be live streaming it on Twitch. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.